Hey guys, Sailor Turned Gamer here, and welcome to another episode of Days of Dauntless. Today, we will be discussing the Dauntless repeaters because October 3rd, which is this Wednesday, they will be releasing an update that is bringing in our sixth weapon into the game, the Dauntless's Ostium repeaters, as well as there will be some other things that they're bringing in as well. Today, we're going to read over the update news patch information regarding the Dauntless repeaters. So, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you can always catch me live on Twitch TV at twitch.tv/SailorTurnedGamer. Or you can follow me on Twitter at Dewan835. Both the links to my Twitter as well as a link to my channel on Twitch will be in the description box below. And with that being said, let's go through and let's talk about these repeaters. I'll give my initial impressions on the patch notes, and as well as that, we will just go through them so everyone gets a good understanding about what's going on. So we have in brief that the repeaters will be here on Wednesday, which we definitely discussed that. You can mix and match repeater parts. So we have our grips, chambers, barrels, prisms to customize our weapons. Hopefully, as we go through this article, as we go through this update news, we will all get a better understanding of the various types of grips, chambers, barrels, and prisms that we have. So we want to stay close to our target to do more damage and trigger empowering reloads. Okay, so that's getting pretty great. So that's another way that they're going to do use to combat being too far away from the behemoth and trying to create this gameplay that probably will get a little stale. They want to keep it exciting by keeping us close to the behemoth, so that's getting pretty good. All we have to do is reach the monstrous verge and defeat a strike to get our first set of weapons, so that's pretty awesome. Everyone should be able to do that on Wednesday. So let's scroll down. Shooting for the moon. It's one thing to design a weapon, it's another to create a ranged multi-part customizable weapon with its very own UI and moveset. But after many long hours and lots of learning, we finally ready to share our latest project, the Ostium repeaters. Awesome. So this looks like a really nice screenshot of a Slayer using some in-game armor with the Ostium repeaters that looked very customized. So I'm really liking this, as well as the grenade here. That could be a standard grenade, or that could be a part of the kit. I guess we will find out, hopefully, as we read this article. Okay, so we have that the repeaters are here. First Dauntless weapons that truly plays with distance and maybe not in the way you expect. While you can hang back and hammer off shots from a distance, there's also a big benefits of getting in close, but we'll dig into those details a little bit later. First, let's look at the repeater and its parts. Okay, fantastic. So we're going to go through some of the repeaters and its parts. Looks like they have videos, so we're going to click on those so we can get a quick preview of what to expect on Wednesday. And in the future, I will also be doing a weapon breakdown of that as well, so stay tuned for that. So we have the repeaters aren't just in regards to their range, they're also uniquely customizable. Each of the four parts that make up these weapons can be swapped in and out to change the way you play. The barrel determines the element of your attack. Alright, this is looking pretty nice. Let's check out this preview. Okay, so it looks like you have constant shots. They're not too fast. They seem to be at a reasonable pace. Hopefully the damage can actually play out to be pretty well. But it seems like you're constantly going to be changing out your barrels because obviously the behemoths in the game sometimes can come in different elemental forms. So that's a great way to keep you active as well as depth in the combat with the repeaters. So what do we have next? The chamber changes your skill shot ability. So that's looking pretty cool already. So we get a skill shot. Maybe that's what that grenade was. Let's check this out. All right, so it changes your skill shot ability. I wonder how many skill shots we actually will have access to. That's going to be a whole nother thing. Hopefully there is a vast amount of skill shot abilities that we can use, or hopefully the difference between the skill shot abilities are something that you really have to think about when you're going into combat. That is going to be really interesting. So we have our grip sets, your thrown ability. So apparently we get a thrown ability and we get a skill shot ability. So this is already looking really fantastic, especially seeing how the other close range melee weapons have their own combos. I can see depending on the cooldown effects of the abilities that you have access to, you can start to layer these in combos, especially using elemental damage type. So let's check out this this grip in action. Okay, so that was a nice throwing ability. It had a picture of a sword. Not exactly sure what that means, but hopefully on Wednesday, once we get a chance to actually dive into the repeaters, we can get a better understanding of what that's like. If there is an update between now and then, I will definitely cover it here on Sailor Turn Gamer. So let's continue to go down. We have the Prism, which controls your passive bonus, so we get some passive bonuses as well. By mixing and matching available pieces, you can dial into combos for nearly every situation, but you do have to craft them first. Okay, and here is that chart that they were discussing, showing the overlay of the things that we have access to when it comes to customizing our repeaters. So crafting repeater parts is a lot like crafting other Dauntless weapons. If you have the notes, the parts are far enough along as a Slayer, you can speak to Admiral Zai and have him build you what you need. Look for the X quest after you take down the first full-fledged strike. It will guide you along your first set of shooters. So this is really, really awesome because for newer players, so if any of you guys are new to Dauntless, you don't have to feel like you have to get to a certain point in the game. You can go right off the bat and you can hop into this and you can start the quest series of customizing your repeaters, and you can continue to go through the story, go through the campaign using the repeaters if that is the type of gameplay you want to use, or you can save that for later and dive into those quests a lot later. So that's really, really awesome. They set that up for you to defeat, gain them by just defeating the first behemoth. That's really, really, really cool. And so this chart is looking very, very interesting as we're getting a sneak peek of that element there. We're getting a good shot of the power for the repeater that's in display, and then we got a good shot of the various parts of the repeater as well. And obviously each one of the individual parts, their power adds up to give you your total power here, so your repeaters can get stronger or weaker depending upon the individual pieces, which can continue to create that grind, which is fantastic. Is this my true power? Pay attention to power levels when you're putting together your shiny new weapon. Each piece of repeater has its own unique power level, which adds to the weapon's total power. Does that mean you can just staple together your most powerful pieces? Not necessarily. Like everything in life, the repeaters are about balance. Consider the benefits of each piece before you're rolling out anything. So that is really, really awesome. So it's not that you're just gonna have a max power repeater all the time. You may, and it's not that you may grab pieces for your repeater that you may never ever use again once you get further in the game. It seems like they've really thought about this, and they're really going to put us, the Slayer, in a position to possibly use that 75 barrel like they have in the drawing and the illustration here, and then use a 105 grip with a 105 chamber, or we might use a 105 barrel with a 75 grip. So that really, really makes you think as far as like how you want to continue to customize your repeaters into something that you want, as well as hopping into those hunts. You're always going to be changing them out if that's the type of Slayer you want to be, because you want to get the best advantageous that you can with those elements. So that is really, really, really awesome. So we have bigger damage and going the distance. So keeping your distance in a behemoth fight has obvious advantages. One being your organs are most likely to remain in your body, but while safety is a good priority, there are two big reasons to move in close. So okay, that's where we go into our empowering reloads and our bigger damage. Obviously, the closer we go with the way they set these weapons up, the more damage we're going to do. So that's fantastic. It really does encourage you to be up close and personal and not far away. Although you can be, but you really will be missing out on some damage. Once we actually get the repeaters on Wednesday and we can start testing the weapons out, you can really see how much damage is lost from being far away. So I'm really, really interested and excited to get into that. We have our empowering reloads. One of the cornerstones of good repeater play is the empowering reloads. By standing close to behemoths, when you reload your weapons, you can siphon out some of the creature's aether to empower your next set of shots. So that is really, really, really awesome. I'm very interested as well on how slow the reload is without that, but they do have a video here for us to check out to get a good idea of what they mean when you're conducting a proper empowering reload. So let's check that out. So I am liking that. That is looking action packed. Okay, so in an empowering Slayer, will do more damage with their regular shots and gain special bonuses to their other abilities, well worth the risk of a tailed swipe or two. So what they're basically saying is, as long as you are weaving in and out during the hunt, during the battle, you're getting your damage bonus because you are up and close and personal, and then you are also getting more damage with your regular shots. So that's really fantastic. You're gaining your special bonuses to your other abilities, and it's really creating that constant ebb and flow. So that is looking really awesome. I'm really excited for the repeaters. You guys in the comment section, let me know if you are excited for the repeaters as well. And before we get out of here, we actually have a very sweet, awesome thing for you guys to check out. Those of you that don't know, if you hop over to the Dauntless website, the link for that will be in the description box below as well. You can hop over to the news section. They also have information on how to get a free Bound Fury weapon skin. So those of you that are new and you want to hop into the game and look stylish, as well as you professional guys that's been playing Dauntless for a long time, there's a new way to look very stylish as well. So in addition to being able to get the repeaters on October 3rd, you can grab this right now to keep you guys busy until then. Or you can grab this on Wednesday and come in with so much more content. It's gonna be crazy. So let's review this and see what we have to do to get these Bound Fury weapon skins. I'm really excited. Let's check this out. So in order to get that, which was starting today since September 27th, to get this weapon skin, all you have to do is take about looks like about 15 minutes, and you have to sign up for the Dauntless newsletter. Okay, great. So it's gonna take you through these steps in order to sign up for the Dauntless newsletter, and it looks like all you have to do is log into your Play Dauntless account, go to your account, check your email preferences, and then hit subscribe. If you subscribe to the email newsletter, which is going to give you more information, which is always great, you can get access to this free Bound Fury weapon skin for your sword, and that's really awesome. So after that, the article goes through more reasons to really want to see the newsletter. So some good things to you see the newsletter is that you get an email that is handcrafted by Crash. Crash is a really great person in the community. He is the community manager for Dauntless, so that's really great to get a newsletter from him. You can be able to check out some things that on news that you may not even get for a while. So it's good to stay active. So that's a really great thing for the newsletter. You get nice pictures in a newsletter. You get words that's going to have some useful information. Of course, you get your useful information. And then at the bottom, there's maybe a GIF or two, so that's pretty cool. I guess you can print them out, hang them up, put them in a binder. I don't know, put them on a display, put them in a frame if you want to. But the really cool thing, again, is if you guys subscribe to the newsletter, you can get the Bound Fury weapon skin for your sword, which will look like this, and that's really fantastic. So again, you guys can start off the game if you're new with a really nice weapon skin, as well as for you longtime players of Dauntless, you can hop into the game and you can make your sword look a little bit more cooler to continue that personalization. I know I'm excited for it. I can't wait to get my weapon skin. Hopefully you guys get yours too. So this has been a wrap up of not only the weapon skin and how to get that, but as well as the Dauntless repeaters. I am really excited for them. And if you guys want to catch me live at any time, you can catch me live again at twitch.tv/SailorTurnGamer. It's a really fantastic and positive place. So be sure to check us out for more content that you won't be able to find on YouTube. So be sure to check us out there. Until then, I have been SailorTurnGamer, and this sailor will be out on the open ocean. You guys have a good day. Bye.